I'm working in the New Perspectives Microsoft Access 2010 textbook. I'm on page AC 452. We've created the form that you see on that page, but there's some problems with it. These are fairly common problems, so I'm going to give you some ideas on how to fix them. If you compare the form that you see on the screen here with the one on page AC 452, you'll see that there are some differences. The invoice chart page is showing first and the invoice date second. They should be in the opposite order. The other thing that I noticed working with this form is this chart is not appearing correctly. When I come over to the subform page, and click on it, I get this outline. And what this is telling me is that there's something wrong with the way this chart is set up. One way to figure that out is to see if you can move the tab control and what happens to the chart when you move the tab control. So I'm going to grab a hold of the tab control and I'm simply going to move it. You notice that the tab control moved, but the chart stayed in the same place. What this is telling me is that when the chart was inserted on the page, it was not inserted when the page turned black. So if we want to put something on there, I'm going to just try putting something on there. See how the page turns black? When it turns black, now we want to drop whatever control it is. If you move off until it turns white again, whatever control you select is going to be actually behind the tab control. Let's see if we can get that again. See, it's behind the tab control. So you want to make sure that when you insert whatever you're inserting on that tab control, that it has the black outline in it. So I'm just going to leave this chart where it's at for a moment here. I'm going to delete this page by clicking delete. I'm going to click on, right click and do insert page. I'll right click on this in the properties, and it's page 37, and I'm going to call this invoice chart. Close the properties again, and then I'll just drag and drop this down into my tab control, and I'm going to see if it worked. It did not, so let's try another. Let's cut it and paste it and see if that will make a difference. There we go. So what we needed to do with this to get it to work is first I had to figure out that that chart was actually on the form below my tab control. I moved it out of the way, deleted the tab that it was on, created a new one. I tried dragging and dropping the chart back onto the tab control. That didn't work, so I did a cut and paste, and that did work. And all I did here was resize this a little bit so it was easier to see. And if I wanted to change colors or do anything else with the chart while I'm here, I can do that as well. And you notice I'm in form view rather than in design view. So you can make changes to the chart while you are in form view. Hopefully that will help you when you get your pages in the wrong order or discover that something is behind the tab control instead of on it. Again, a very easy mistake to make, and as you see, a very easy process to go through to correct it.